Here's the key to gravy. If you have the ability to do it, start it a couple of days early or even like the morning of, and go to the store and buy whatever turkey parts you can buy, right? So you have your whole bird that you're gonna roast, but then you can buy wings or necks or smoked bones, and then you could use that for your gravy. So I'm starting my gravy by taking these turkey bits and pieces, which is fun to say, like these wings right here, and I just put them on a sheet tray and I pop them in the oven so that they get nice and golden brown, and that's developing all of that,
when you make any
Maillard reaction.
You roast your bones first.
We roast our bones, right? You can even do this with veg if you want, and quite honestly, if you can't find turkey parts, you can just buy some chicken wings, right? That's still poultry.
Sure.
You can buy, if you find a goose, you can do a goose, or a duck, you can do that. And we're gonna put it in a stock pot of water. You want the water to just sort of cover all of your turkey parts.
All of your roasted parts.
Squish that down in there. And then the key here is also save all the drippings that are in the pan, because that's another thing you need for gravy. And now you'll have these drippings off to the side. You have your stock working right here. And then you're gonna add all of your sort of aromatics, right? So
some garlic, carrots, celery, onions.
Celery, onions. You can put some herbs in there.
Rosemary and sage.
Rosemary, sage, a little bit of salt. The two most important things that you need for gravy. You need good stock, which we made right here, and you need the drippings that were from the roasting
of the bones,
right? And what I'm doing over here now is I have a roux working right here. So a roux is some sort of fat and flour, right? But we have our turkey drippings in here, and then we add some flour, and that cooks. And you want to cook until the flour tastes nutty. And then what you're going to do is you're going to add the stock, right? So this is
one back there.
This is our hot stock. Okay, so I'm adding a little bit of my stock to the roux, and again, I want the roux to sort of have the texture of sand at low tide. Right?
Yeah,
so
cool.
that's kind of a nice tip. If it looks like sand at low tide, it's wet, it's kind of sludgy, and there you can see it. That's how we want our roux. I add some more stock, and that cooks now until the flour flavor is gone, and I'm left with this delicious gravy over here.
Silky, lovely goodness.
I mean, look at that. It's just coating it's coating the back of a spoon. So our gravy's made, and this is now the time where you can really add some personalized touches to your gravy. So for me, I like to add a little bit of a flavor booster. One of my favorite flavor boosters of all time, soy sauce, right?
Yum.
And then, of course, it's fall. A little bit of maple syrup is going to work as well. If you wanted to put some bourbon in there, you could do that, maybe if you want. And then you need a little bit of acidity. So red wine vinegar would be fine, or just even a little bit of lemon, a little bit of orange juice. And you can, quite honestly, at this point, add whatever you want. This is my favorite. This is my jam right now, something I've been making a lot of at home. It's a flourless gravy, because I live in California and we're not allowed to eat.
There's not a lot of gluten allowed in California anymore.
This is true. So to make this flourless gravy, and it takes literally like 5 minutes, and you don't have to do any of the roasting of bones or anything. I take some drippings from the pan from the turkey, right? So when you pull the bird out, you have these drippings. I add it to my blender. I'm gonna add a squirt of just some good old American yellow mustard, because
I love that.
There it is.
Yay.
Yeah. And then here's the clutch tip. This is a blonde or a white miso, right? So miso paste you can find in every grocery store. And this is simple. You saw it. It's 3 ingredients. And really, I'm just going to blend this up. This is great for turkey, but it's also awesome for like pork chops or pretty much anything.
Anything, right?
Anything. And now you have this flourless gravy.
Look how thick it is.
It's super thick. You can thin it out if you want. And then we have our mashed potatoes.
You make a little well.
And you just stick your spoon in it.
Stick a spoon in it, it's done.
There it is.